All right, so I want to talk about atmospheric aerosol injections, more commonly known as chemtrails. Now, we know contrails, they dissipate within minutes. That's air vapor due to the aircraft. This is very different, and chemtrails last long periods of time. I'm not sure about you or where you live, but here in Florida, they happen to be before sunrise, right before noon, and they follow the sun after sunrise every single day. Now, what are atmospheric aerosol injections, right? It says there is a proposed method of solar geoengineering or solar radiation modification to reduce global warming. Well, I mean, as long as you weren't born yesterday, we've been hearing about global warming for decades, and there's no empirical evidence to back up that claim whatsoever. Yeah, there's lots of instances such as Plymouth Rock we see from 1620 to 2023. Where's the global warming? Now, a lot of people talk about chemtrails as they're trying to kill us, and the chemicals going into our body, it's just killing everybody. Hold the phone. I don't know if that's fully what it says. The dangers associated with it, unfortunately, there are dangers associated, and its approach may reduce rainfall in some areas of the world, loss of crops, access to fresh water, reduce rainfall, could cause starvation and suffering. So if you stop and use a critical brain, well, these people, they breathe the same air we do. So if they're just putting out poison just to kill everyone, well, they're breathing it in too. I understand. Whoa. I understand they have occult knowledge and they might be able to use certain methods to anti-age, whatever you believe, that's fine. But my point is, if you see these diagrams, it says increased scattering by stratospheric aerosols. They're here to thin the clouds. They increase, and they're supposed to block some of the sunlight. You know what I mean? They're supposed to, instead of it all hitting us and just burning us alive, it reflects it. But what if it wasn't? And what if these particles are actually used to intensify the sun and artificially create global warming? Yeah, I mean, what if they're using these chemtrails not to actually kill us, right? Because a lot of times we're doing that ourselves through all the chemicals, the red 40, the yellow 6, whatever it is, all the chemicals, the processed foods, the man-made, the meat, the dairy. We're doing that ourselves, guys. But what if they're just using this to slightly encourage the global warming? And wow, we're getting record heats here in Florida and over there in Arizona, and next thing you know, everyone thinks the planet's getting hotter. So all I'm asking is, before we get into the fear-mongering and we're all dying through the poison, calm down and just think about it. They're just trying to further the propaganda. If you kill off all the slaves, well, you don't have any more slaves. So just think about it critically, and don't just take these cool diagrams as scientific or empirical evidence.